Hello, my name is Borja. I'm a PhD student, four-year PhD student at Imperial College London. My work focuses on artificial intelligence on the topic of reinforcement learning. I work with agents that try to do the things that I tell them to do, and if they behave well, I give them a cookie, and if they don't behave well, I kick their butt. So besides that, I'm also PhD rep at the third year of the Department of Computing. I'm also organizer of the iCarl seminars, a seminar series of reinforcement learning, which I invite you to come if you want to know about the latest research on the field. Well, when I was younger, to be honest, I didn't know if I wanted to do a PhD. I was actually quite sure on the contrary. In my home country, it's 6 years to finish your bachelor and your master's degree. And by the end of that, I was looking forward to just go to the industry straight away. But I found a passion in the topic that I'm doing research on right now. And yeah, I decided to give it a go. I'm very happy where I am now. One thing that I would like to know more is about neuroscience, because the brain is the best example we have about intelligence in the real world. And most of the best ideas that I have found so far as well in research has been from little I know about neuroscience. So I would really like to know more about this topic. It's difficult to me to say my favorite book. I don't have a specific favorite one, but one that I really enjoyed was The Name of the Wind from Patrick Rothfuss. I strongly suggest you to read that book, because especially if you're in university, it's about a Mike University, but it's a really nice one. But as a series, because that series is not complete yet, I will recommend the Stormlight Archive, which is probably less known, from Brandon Sanderson, which is a very prolific author, I would say. A very good show that I finished recently was The Good Place. It's about a woman that at the first episode she dies and she goes to the good place, the heaven or whatever you want to call it, but she has gone there by mistake. It's a comedy, it's really funny. But as it progresses, it has a lot of deep philosophical questions that I think are very brave to face those. And I found it a very interesting answer, what they gave at the end. And if you want to have a nice time, I strongly recommend it. A place that I really like and not so many people know about, it's in Córdoba, which is my mother's hometown. It's the Mosque of Córdoba, which is a very big mosque, and there are many beautiful mosques around the world. But the peculiar thing about this one is that in the middle of this mosque there is another huge cathedral, which you don't see until you dive deep into the mosque. If you ever go there, I strongly suggest you to visit it during the night. It's lovely to see it with the torchlights. So I would say to live at least once for a year in a country that is not the one you were born in, and with a language different from yours, possibly. For me, it was a completely life-changing experience. It opened my mind, removed a lot of biases that I didn't know that I had beforehand, and made me look the world in a different way. I strongly suggest everyone to do the same. Well, everyone who knows me knows that I'm very much into food. And I know plenty of good restaurants. If you want to know in London, I'm happy to share. But for me, my best find is one that is currently in Madrid, and it's called La Bistroteca. And even though it's not what Madrid is known for, it has the best burgers that I have ever eaten by a large margin. I strongly suggest everybody to go to that place, but book in advance. I would say it's the metaverse. I think it's the movie Ready Player One is the one to blame for that. I would love to have a digital world like that, but as they finish in the movie saying, to still have one foot in the real world. But it will be amazing to see that happening soon. So, well, of course, I love it because of it is a very multicultural and diverse city. But as an AI researcher, the thing I like the most is how easy I have to be with, discuss, and see from firsthand all these amazing researchers I've been following through the internet when I was in Spain or in Italy. And to be honest, that was the first thing I told to my mom when I called her here at Imperial College.